What is up everyone, it's Alex here. Welcome to Financial Freedom Starting from Scratch episode 2. Like I mentioned in the previous video, the purpose of the series is to start the financial freedom journey from scratch. Like everything that I would do if I would have to start from $0 again, but I would actually start from $0 and build financial security and build financial freedom together with you. So if you want to join me on the journey, hop on, subscribe, and join on the lawyer's path to financial independence, and let's build financial independence and freedom together. The structure of the video is going to be the same as I mentioned in episode 1. So without further ado, let's start with a smash on the like button and with part 1, an update on my current financial situation. In the last video, I told you that my main goal, my first goal, was to build a $3,000 emergency fund. And in the same video, I showed you that I funded the emergency fund with $1,000. Since then, I added another $500 to the emergency fund account, and now it sits at $1,500. The Easter Bunny came with additional sources of funding, which I am very grateful for, and I took everything and I funneled it in the emergency fund account. I also had a decent savings month at around 40%, so I also stacked something on top of the Easter Bunny funding, and everything went to the emergency fund account. So now it sits at $1,500, and we already reached the 50% mark of our emergency fund goal, and I cannot wait to get done with this emergency fund and move on to investing the money and building wealth. Let's move on to part 2 and talk about the budget. Yep, it's not sexy, it's not a tad bit glamorous, but boy does it get the job done. A quick disclaimer before we move forward. All the numbers that you see on the screen are in Romanian leis or RONs, but I use the dollar signs because it's less cluttering on the Excel. I wish I had like $6,000 in net spendable income, because I would be balling on that amount. Also, all the investments are going to be in US dollars and in euros, so it kind of makes sense to keep them this way, but I might change them in the future. We'll see. I will only show you the budget with the net spendable income because the rest does not matter anyway. The only thing that matters is how much there's left for me at the end of the month, not how much the gross income is. Uncle Sam takes his fair share of the deal anyway, lucky him. So this budget that you see on the screen tracks everything for me. Like every single time I spend money, this Excel gets updated with that spending. Every time I receive money, I add the income here on the spreadsheet, and the net spendable income is going to update it if there's going to be extra money coming in that month. This way, I make sure that I track everything that comes in and everything that goes out. I never used the budget until 2021, and I have to tell you, it changed my life for the better. I saw how and where my money is flowing, what is my biggest expense, where I can optimize to increase my savings rate, what is my savings rate, like everything. It was a blessing. I did not ever think that a budget would be so, or that a budget would bring so much less stress in my life, and it would actually bring a lot of peace. So as you can see, the rent is my biggest expense at 29% of the net income, and it's for a 1-bedroom apartment. A 2-bedroom would bump that to about 40 to 42%, so I will stick to a 1-bedroom apartment for now. Here's the interesting part though. Before I started tracking my expenses, I thought that my food, together with the coffee for home and with the supplements, and also my eating out spending, was out of whack, and I was spending or blowing off my income on those two categories. Here, let me add everything besides my rent in percentages and the amount spent. Here, in percentages, you can see at the bottom of the screen, it's 28%. And if I add everything besides the rent, it's 1,731, and this is Romanian leis, not dollars, but you can easily compare that with the housing or rent, and it's less. It's about $25 or 100 lei less than the amount that I'm paying for rent. That's crazy. And this was a month where the food spending was about doubled compared to my normal food spending. So now I know where I need to focus my energy in order to improve my savings rate. It would be pointless to try and save a little on food, on coffee, on supplements, when I can save a chunk of money on rent. So I will focus on getting rent or getting the rent spending to a lower amount, not by moving into an apartment that's cheaper or that looks worse, but by actually trying to house hack it in a way that will reduce the amount that I'm spending on rent. In any case, we will probably get more familiar with the budget, as we will probably consult it every month or so to see how I've been doing that month or the past month and to track the progress. But for now, I just wanted to share with you why the budget is so important for me, why it brought me so much peace, and why now I can focus on improving the right things in order to take me to where I want to go. At the bottom section of the budget, at the budget analysis, you can see the net spendable income again. You can see the current expenses, like you can see them here. And also you can see the total surplus or deficit. And I also added the emergency fund so we can easily keep track of it. So for this month, I had a savings rate of 42%. And the emergency fund goal is at 50%, as I said at the beginning of the video. Well, we are still a long way from the 70% savings rate target, because at 75%, starting from zero, we would be able to achieve lean financial freedom in about 7 years. But we all gotta start somewhere. If I start at 40%, you might start at 50, or you might start at 10 to 15, but we can always improve from there slowly but surely. I already have a lot of things optimized for myself, and I got myself to 40%. If you start to optimize your spending and your expenses just a little bit, you might bump yourself from 10 to maybe 20, 25, 30%, like in a snap of a finger. In any case, more on that in the future videos. Well, we made it to the Q&A section of the video, and since we are still small and we do not have any questions, and considering that the budgeting part was probably way too long for this video and probably boring, but while it is boring, it's very important and it can help us a ton on the financial freedom journey. I want to share with you a few pieces of wisdom from Naval Ravikant. Here's one that helped me a lot on the path of gathering knowledge. When you are pursuing your genuine curiosity and passion rather than what is hot right now, building specific knowledge will feel like play to you but will look like work to others. Specific knowledge is defined as knowledge that the society cannot train you for, like for example school or a job. Specific knowledge is something that we have to develop ourselves by ourselves, or that could probably be taught only by a mentor that already gained that specific knowledge that we are looking for. Another piece of wisdom is closely related to what I'm trying to share with you on this channel. If you are getting paid for renting out your time, you can make good money, but you won't make the kind of money that can really give you freedom. The passive income that can make you money while you're on vacation. This is my goal with this channel, to share with you a system that you can use and implement easily in order to build that freedom, that system of generating money that's going to give you financial freedom from needing to rent out your time. You can still rent it, but you will have the option to choose to not do it at a later stage in your life if you're starting to do the things that we are about to do right now. I am also on this path with you, and this is the system that I'm using for myself. And if it's going to work for me, it's probably going to work for hundreds of thousands of people, because it already worked for hundreds of thousands of people. I am not inventing something new. I'm not coming with something revolutionary. I'm just compiling information in a way that I hope is going to benefit most of you watching these videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, all I ask you is to please just smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, take care, have a wonderful day, and don't forget that you are amazing.